Hi and welcome to Scott's Inverts. I'm Scott. These are the inverts. If you're new, remember to hit that subscription button, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you don't like it, feel free to also give it a thumbs down. So we're doing an unboxing of some live food. We've ordered some dubias and some red runners from Live Foods Tamworth. Now we're also going to kind of look at the roaches, give them a visual health check, and show you guys at home how to check for those mites on those roaches. This package is pretty epic. The value for money is, I think personally, absolutely amazing. But without further ado, let's crack on and open this box. Yo, so here we go. Here is the box that it came in. I've took the address label off for obvious reasons. Just cutting it open now with the, well, it's actually the enemy's potato knife, so if she sees this, I'll be in a bit of trouble, won't I? But we just crack it open, and then we'll take a look what's inside this box. We've actually ordered 100 dubia roaches, 50 males, 50 females, because that's how feeder colonies tend to come. If breeding colonies, they come with a different ratio, but these are just purely for feeding purposes only. They were 20 quid for 100, which I think is really, really good value for money. We also ordered 100 of the newly hatched red runners, and they were an amazing 3 quid. So that's all the slings fed, dead simple, dead easy. And the majority of the adults that we've got here at Scott's Inverts as well, they come in the box, a bit of paper around them and what have you, sellotape. The heat pack was still slightly warm as well. So we've got a box of 50 females and a box of 50 males, which is pretty good, because if you do want a colony, go for the 50 females and put like 5 of the males in, and then feed the other 45 off to your colony. I'm just taking the sellotape off the boxes, because the lids are sellotaped down, and then these two boxes are actually sellotaped together on top of that, trying to ensure that none of them pop out. And there's the 100 plus sign. It says newly hatched red runners. My God, he puts well over 100 in there, and for 3 quid, that's the slings done. Absolutely awesome. I think what they use is just the same stuff as what everybody does when they're delivering or packing up roaches, and that's just bran flakes on the bottom. And if you guys know me, you know I follow Chris, and Chris uses chick crumb to feed his, so that's what I do. And one's just popped out the box. That's how you know, well, it's a good sign, sorry, that these guys are pretty healthy. It's how active they are. As soon as they are warmed up, they start shooting all over the place, and that's how you know that you've got some good quality roaches. Now I've just took a female out. I'm going to show you what we do. So a little visual check. So up to your eyes. If you can't see brilliantly, put it in front of your camera lens on your phone on a tripod, and then just zoom in a little bit, and you should be able to see a lot better. So we check in there. If you just look, they are really robust. So they've got like a shell around the head, so just pull that slightly back while holding your other hand completely still, and then you can see behind the head and where the neck area would be. And what we're doing is looking for any small white things that are crawling around. Grey mites tend to be a little bit bigger than what the roach mites are. So also another important tip is there's some tiny wings on the female. Just pull those back, and this picture that I've just put up there shows you what a mite infestation actually looks like. I do put a bigger picture up, and it's up for a lot longer in just a minute or two, but that's what we're doing, and we're looking to check those healthy colours as well. And if they shine, that is a really good sign. I found if they haven't got that shine, 9 times out of 10 they tend to pass away. Out of these 2 boxes, when I put them into the colony that I've got here, I actually noticed 0 deaths, which is absolutely amazing. 45 of those males have just gone to the females that we've got here at Scott's Inverts. The other 5 went into the colony for breeder purposes, along with those females. And again, here is the male. This big picture, that is what a mite infestation actually looks like. So that's what we're looking for. But again, gently peel back those wings and check under there for mites as well. And again, we're flipping the roach, pulling the head back slightly, and just checking underneath where that neck area is for grey mites or any mites at all. And I think given the certain circumstances that have happened here in the UK this year. These mites could be beneficial for the roaches. It's not a symbolic relationship, but the mites will actually eat the mould from around the roach, more so on those airways, so it's helping the roaches to actually stay healthy. But that's only I think that's 2 species of mite that do that. It doesn't cover all of them, and we don't know if those mites will have a bad or adverse effect on our spiders, so better off not having any at all. Now these are the red runner hatchlings that we ordered. Again, these were £3, which I think is an absolute bargain. I mean, bought 100, there's more than that. I mean, you guys let me know how many you think are in there down in the comments. But they're all over the top there, but then when you pop it over, look, there's bloody hundreds. There's a fair few. And if I can get a little bit of a close-up, look, loads of them. These are perfect for your kind of, I wouldn't say small, tiny slings, but those slings that have developed a nice size. So if they need one more molt to get them out of a sling pot, that's when we're looking at kind of feeding this size feeder to them. And then the larger slings will also munch these. They're absolutely brilliant, I feel. Really good value for money again, like £3 for, well, 100, 150 maybe, 200 in there, I don't know, but there's definitely more than 100. I'm really impressed with the Live Foods Tamworth prices. And to have the 50 male dubias and 50 females for that price, £20, awesome. Boom! So that was Live Foods Tamworth. I'll put Pitois' link down into the description. So if you go downstairs, click on that, and if you're in the UK, go order yourself some lovely live food, especially now, because you want to kind of order it now before we get any closer to Christmas, because the closer we get to Christmas, the more chance of it not arriving kind of happens. As you guys know what it's like in the UK over Christmas time. It is an absolute nightmare when it comes to the post office, the post deliveries, the Amazon and everybody else. It's just absolutely hectic, so get it now, quick time. Anyway, as I said, those mites not necessarily harmful to the tarantula. It all depends on what species it is. And if you're going to do that, what I highly suggest you do is try and get a magnified picture of it, Google image search, and hopefully you'll be able to get this right species name for whatever infestation you possibly could have at the time. But as we've also said, mites aren't necessarily a problem for the roaches, because the roach respiratory system can be infected with certain types of mould, and those moulds are also obviously found in the UK. And one of the things these mites do is actually clear the airways, so they go and they munch all the mould from around the roaches, which kind of makes me think, okay, so they're unsightly. If it's not a breeding colony, we're not too bothered as such, but I would err on the side of caution, because those mites could possibly transfer over to the tarantula. Now, I'm not saying that they can or they do that, but they potentially could be a crossover there, or a crossover period where the mites go and investigate, which then could be harmful for our spider. So let's get rid of the mites. But yeah, that was Live Foods Tamworth. Again, I'll put his links down in the description. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscription button. And as always, we shall see you again on the next one.